Today, I'll be maxing out my first hoe of the season, and hopefully it will become my new money-making method to make me rich on the Loverfella server. So for this hoe, I decided to go with the Love Me, Love Me Not. And I chose it because when I hold it in my hand, it looks the best out of any hoe that I own and have been able to use. And that's very important since I'm going to be using this hoe most likely for like 10 to 100 hours of gameplay. So I want something that looks nice. But the hoe is purely aesthetic. What really matters when maxing out a hoe is the enchants. So to start off, we're going to be applying the enchant that makes the magic happen. Harvester hoe. This is going to replant every crop that we break, so we don't have to waste that time replanting the crop, which is literally going to take ages if you were to farm normally. Then we don't want to be mining slower, because the slower we mine, the less money we make. So we're going to add Alcrity level 3. This gives us permanent haste 3, so that's going to be very helpful for breaking a bunch of crops. And then after that, we're going to apply Gatherer level 5. But it is only an 84% success rate, so we're going to have to get that up with some lucky gems, because we don't want to risk that failing or even critical failing, breaking our tool. So just drag on the lucky gems that we need. And there we go. Now it is 100%. Applying this to our hoe is going to give us an extra 25% drops. So we basically make 25% more money. That is technically every single custom enchant that you need on a hoe. You can also apply auto smelt, but that's just going to smelt some potatoes. So I don't really know why you'd need that. We're here to make money, not to get smelted potatoes. If we look back at this hoe, it doesn't have all the vanilla level enchants. So we got them all right here. So let's apply them. Pop it in there. First, we're going to get mending so that obviously we don't break this and lose it. Then fortune 3, so we get even more drops. We're going from like 1 carrot per crop to like 7 per crop without fortune 3. And then finally efficiency level 5, just so again we can break them a lot faster. That's gonna be very important. And I believe that this is a max hoe. There's nothing else really that I will need for this. We don't want to keep it as this very boring pink name, so we're gonna head back into the anvil and we're gonna rename it with something a little bit more custom. So let's paste that in here. Did this a little planning before, and our name goes from Love Me, Love Me Not, and just plain pink letter, to Harvs hoe with some dollar signs around it. If you guys have a better idea of what I should name this, leave it down in the comments. I'm more than welcome to any names because I love hearing all your guys' suggestions. But there we go. This is our hoe. I don't really know what else to say, except that we should probably go test it, because we got to figure out, is this actually better than blaze grinding, better than rune mining? Will we make a lot of money from this? So what better way to test that than heading over to Hilo Arcade's carrot farm that he has me trusted to, because I really don't want to build a farm my own. It takes like hundreds of hours to make a good one. And let's test it for 1 hour of carrot grinding and see how much we have. We have just about $3 million starting off. So in 1 hour, how much money will we make? And there we go. 1 hour. That sounds so annoying. Okay, so let's collect the rest of these carrots and then let's figure out exactly how much money we made. Geez, so that was a long hour of just grinding carrots. I've watched like 3 episodes of a show I'm watching, and basically we got about $1.2 million, making this the best money-making method that I have found so far this season, other than like flipping or getting extremely lucky with rune mining. But there is a couple things you have to take away before you decide to dedicate your life to farming carrots. So the biggest thing is when you're farming carrots, not all of them are going to be replanted just because of how they've changed the harvester hoe enchant. So if you double break a crop, it's not going to replant. It only replants the crops that were fully grown that you break. This makes it extremely hard to actually go ahead and farm carrots more AFKing, like less paying attention, just running across. I'm trying to work on a fix for that. Maybe it will be a video someday in the future. But for now, that's something you really have to pay attention to, because there was so many spots that just weren't replanted while we were farming, and I'm eventually going to have to go back and replace all those so our farm is actually full capacity. But that almost $1.2 million, I feel like makes up for that, because that's double what you can get from grinding blaze. And it honestly isn't even the most money you can get from farming, because as you farm more, you're going to get a higher farming level, and then you're going to get a higher percentage chance of double dropping from farming. And then speaking of farming levels, if we just do a /herbalism, we can see that we went from level like 20 or 40 to level 300, although it's pretty easy to go up levels right now, so it's not too big of a thing. And then then another amazing thing that happened is if we go back and do /titles again, we actually unlocked the feudal from getting to herbalism level 120, and then also the farmer title for getting to level 75. I'd love to see more of these titles, not gonna lie. But so farming seems to be the best money making method that I know of so far. You have to invest a long time into getting a big enough farm that you can harvest this for an hour, but most people aren't actually gonna be as crazy as me and harvest this for an hour. But at least now, if we want to, we can go and farm and make a lot of money because again, we maxed out a hoe. But yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video, and let me know how much you make from farming carrots if you do already, and if you would switch crops. But without further ado, hope you enjoyed the video. Consider leaving a like, and like always, have a great day.